Thank you so much. I would nicely remind you to be on the time next time. Please, please, please. So we can proceed with the agenda. And right now on the agenda, we are having the presentation about the proposed tier changes. So please, Jakob, come to the stage.
Sure. So, hello everyone for the last time today, hearing from me from amazing presentation about some amazing presentation, and this one is going to be about the proposed state changes. So let's go quickly through them because there is not that much as you saw from Focus presentation during the NV updates because a lot of stuff will be adjusted in the NV decision in the task description of the national board. So we're going to be changing, or we're proposing the changes for the internal rule number 3, national organization. And we are we were working only on the changes of the NV agenda as was already announced. And you may be asking, why? We already heard it today, but it's nice to remember some of those things. So the new NV structure was approved by the National Assembly last academic year, and we as a national board are currently working with this structure in almost 10 months. And we were reflecting how the structure is working and how the position holders are feeling about the agendas. So we found some disbalances and some space for improvements. Um, there were like long discussions about those changes among the national board members. It took like multiple hours, trust me. So let's see the proposed changes. Um, you can see it in the detail in the preparation package in the proposal, but we are changing, like we're moving the whole section care from the position of vice president under the network manager. um, Basically, it was like copy paste from the vice president to the network manager. That's why I didn't put there like the text from the internal rule, because you can read it, and there was like nothing changed in the wording of the agendas. And also, the second thing that we are switching is commercial partners, except Vodafone. Vodafone is staying under the financial manager because it's the huge commercial partner. But the other partners, the communication with them is going under the communication manager. The reason is that basically the financial manager was the middle point in the communication. Financial manager was communicating with the partners and then giving all the information to the to the communication manager, and the communication manager was processing the graphics, the promotion, and everything. So we decided that it would be great to switch all the communication to the communication manager, and delete the middle person in the process. And basically, that's it from the state changes. There is not a lot. It's just the switching the agendas that we already announced earlier. So that was just like quick resume of the changes. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you for the presentation. We are having some time for the questions. So on the slide, you can be scanning the QR code for the Slido again. I am opening the speakers list and enter your full name, your section, and then ask your question. And I dare you to ask your questions because I might be forced to use more of the jokes.
Please. Please do.
I'm going to wait a few more seconds to see if anybody.
I want to see everyone scanning the QR code now. Go scan it into the Slido. Yeah, pull out your phones and go scan it.
Okay, I didn't see any questions, so I propose to close the speakers list. Are there any objections? Okay, I see one, so perfect. Should I tell some joke? A lame one. I don't know any other. No, we already have a question. Lucky you, lucky you. Okay, so we have a question from EG.
Yes, Ivana, yes, I am sitting in Prague. I just noticed that, as you explained, Vodafone is now mentioned specifically in the SIR. Are you sure that it's a good idea to start listing specific partners like this? Are you afraid that we're gonna need to change SIR in the future with every specific partner change?
Yeah, thank you for your question. Actually, it's the only case when there is listed like a specific partner, and it's a really, really big partner of us, and it's like this partner is with us for multiple years. So we don't really see a problem in this, and like currently there is like we're not searching for a new partner like that would be substitute for the Vodafone because like we have a great cooperation with them. So there are no need to uh, not be that specific, let's say. And also, it's like the only partner that the finance manager would be listing, and it was already there for like multiple years, I would say, maybe in the internal rule. So I didn't really see it personally as a problem, and it's like we're not like we don't want to in the future put more like partners like that, like the smaller ones. But if it's a huge one, significant one, it should be there, so it's a clear that it's like meant to be that one.
Reaction?
No, I will just write to them because it was.
Wait.
So, I'm so sorry. Better thing is management agency that I just want to make a quick reaction because it was part of my agenda. And I would like to stress out that the Vodafone is a very, very special one. First of all, it's the one that gave us the most monetary support. And also is the one that needs to be handled a little bit differently. Not that much when it comes to the promotion, but maybe more about like handling the SIM cards orders, etc., which is really convenient to connect with the ESM cards. So for that reason, we are keeping it under the.
Can we have another reaction?
Talking about ESM season, also I would like to mention, yeah, in terms of the commercial partnership, it's only the case that is mentioned in the SIR. But in terms, for example, the institutional partners, there are several of them listed in the SIR already, and it was another issue.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I don't see any other questions, so I propose to close the speakers list. Are there any objections? Amazing. So I am closing the speakers list. Thank you again for the presentation.
Thank you. For another 1 hour, we will proceed with the section representatives meeting and with the open space. For the open space, we will stay here. And for the section representative session, you will go to a different room with the OC. But before I explain the open space, I would like to ask the section representatives to like stand up and leave so we don't stall you.
Nikcha, and Kaya.
Oh, fun.
You are amazing. Thank you. Okay, so before we introduce the topics, I would just like to remind you what is the open space about. Let's say we're going to be in three different groups, like in the back, in the front, and somewhere on the right. And with the given group or with the given person, you're going to be discussing about the topic. And during the 1 hour, you can be switching in between the groups. So maybe in some of the groups, you can share more of your thoughts. In some of them, you might be just listening. It's completely up to you and your level of the engagement that you're going to feel like. Uh, Amazing. Do you want to, like the three speakers that we have, like Vojta, Nikcha, and Kaya, to introduce the topics that you're going to be talking about so people can have a grasp of what your nucleus is going to say?
Okay, hello everyone. So we're just gonna talk about the community calls and take a little brainstorming time, how we can maybe be more interactive or what you like, what you don't like, anything that is on your mind. It's gonna be like a little feedback time.
Thank you. So let's say that Nikcha will stay here in the front. Then we have Kaya.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. We'll be talking about training activities, workshop sessions, what you might want, what you might not want, the brainstorming process.
And let's say that Kaya will be here in the back. And then we have White.
I know how talk about the FNC schools and everything else.
Amazing. And if I could ask you, like, let's say that you will be here in the front. Is everything clear? Is anybody having a question about the logistics? Okay, so you can choose your first group and you can start discussing. Thank you.